Hello, my name is Mildred and I'm in the 1840s in Gold Rush Camp.
We're acting like we're miners and we're playing old-fashioned bowling, riding ladders as you can see right now, and we're going to pan for gold and also do laundry.
We got to square dance and it was pretty fun, but it was very difficult. But I got over with it fine.
Fourth graders at Wiley Canyon Elementary are experiencing 19th century living at the Get Up and Get It mining camp during this year's Gold Rush Day.
In fourth grade, the social studies curriculum is studying the history of California. And so right now we're studying about the 49ers and gold being discovered at Sutter's Mill by James Marshall. And now they are pretending that they are 49ers who've come out, rushed from back east for Gold Rush, hoping that they'll make their fortune.
This Gold Rush Living History program is presented by Karen Kennedy and Ross Stein of Camino Real Naturalists and Historical Interpreters. They travel to schools all over the Southland, bringing California and national history to life.
$996 then.
That is correct. I'll keep tabs on your account.
All of the programs concentrate on history, so many of them are living history. The Gold Rush program is living history. We've got a colonial program for 5th grade, and that's living history. We also do programs about California Native Americans.
And you guys are in character today. How important is that to the experience for the kids?
Well, I think it helps them to feel like they have really traveled back in time. That's what we encourage in this program, that they have just arrived to California, to the small gold mining camp of Get Up and Get It, and they try to imagine themselves as being miners themselves, and they're finding out, because we are in costume, we are in character, they get into character, and as you can see, many of them wore costumes today, which helps them feel part of it.
I am Z.F. Wolfskill. I am the gold miner. I'm actually indebted to the widow for about $1,000 in gold. And she's called the widow because her and her husband John came from back east. He died during the cholera epidemic, and she owns the general store, and I work for her.
So how did you become indebted to her for $1,000?
Oh, just because she basically grub staked me when I came out from back east with a group of fur trappers and my father. They decided to go back east, and my story is I went to work for John Sutter, and then I quit him and went to work for the widow. But she grub staked me, where she gave me supplies I was supposed to pay her back for.
From storytelling to hands-on activities, students look at how 49ers made their journey to California and experience firsthand the hardships that miners faced every day. The Gold Rush Living History program is organized by Wiley Canyon's 4th grade teachers who plan for an entire year to make sure that the day is not only educational, but fun for the students.
We have some amazing teachers here. I think part of the reasons why Wiley Canyon is such a successful school is because we have some incredible teachers. They are 100% dedicated each and every day. We believe in educating the whole child. We want to make sure that we're teaching them the curriculum, and then we provide them experiences so that they can have real-life application.
Being in a realistic environment like this, everyone's engaged. They really do understand what it means to pan for gold. Hopefully they're starting to understand, we talked about in the stitcher area, that this is a time before sewing machines. They imagine that they had to sew all their clothes, and they understand this is not that easy. You know, but there is time for fun, for the square dancing. If they needed to cook and do things, they are a lot different from modern times. So realistic engagement like this really gets every child involved.
What I really hope is that this experience brings to life what they've been learning about in social studies. You know, it's one thing to read your textbook or you know, a supplemental books to the curriculum, but getting out here with the hands-on is what really is going to make them remember what they learned.
You know, having to do laundry by yourself, panning for gold, which is back-breaking, bending over doing that for 8 hours a day, writing with quill pens at the post office. They do a bowling game of 10-pin, which actually was a popular game back then, with softballs, which were about the size of real bowling balls when it was invented back in the 1600s. And they do hand laundry with real washboards and real rinse buckets. So they get more of a general idea of what it really like. You know, there's no mouses here, there's no computers. It's all real analog. And we try to keep the history real.
For SCV TV, I'm Megan Mann.
And that river, well, that belongs to the widow.